Hi, my name is Sally Kirsten Ride, and I was born on May 26, 1951 in Los Angeles. I was an astronaut and joined NASA in 1978 and went to space as the first American woman in 1983 at age 32. I was also the youngest person to ever travel in space. I felt honored to be the first woman to go and knew people would pay a lot of attention to me, so there was a lot of pressure to do a really good job. Contrary to what you might think, I never felt discriminated against as a woman during my time with NASA. My particular class included 29 men and 6 women, so I was not alone. I would like to be remembered as someone who was not afraid to do what she wanted to do, and as someone who took risks along the way in order to achieve her goals.
How did your family react to you deciding to go to space?
My family was very excited when I told them I was going to be the first American woman to go to space. They all came to Florida to be there with me and watch the launch. I'm sure they were somewhat nervous, and I was too, but more than anything, it was a very positive and exciting experience to be a part of. All adventures, especially into new territory, are scary.
When did you know that you wanted to be an astronaut?
Well, in elementary, junior high, and high school, my favorite subjects were astronomy and physical science. I've actually been really interested in science in general for as long as I can remember. As far as the precise moment I decided to be an astronaut, it wasn't until the end of college. Young girls need to see role models in whatever career they may choose, just so that they can picture themselves doing those jobs someday. You can't be what you can't see.
What advice would you give to kids who want to be an astronaut?
As soon as you decide you want to be an astronaut, it's important to get that started right away. Don't listen to people tell you it's not practical or anything, and follow your dreams. When you get to space and you look down at Earth through your window and you start to feel weightless, you'll know that all the hours you spent preparing and studying were worth it. It is truly the greatest moment of your life. Study hard in math and science. No particular part of science is more important than another because there are so many departments in NASA and all areas of science are needed for different reasons. When you can feel that close to something you're used to seeing from this great distance, well, it changes a person.
What did you do after you retired from NASA?
After I retired from NASA, I became a physics professor at the University of California, San Diego. I was really passionate about science and wanted to encourage kids to get involved with science, particularly STEM, which stands for science, technology, engineering, and math. Working with O'Shaughnessy, I co-founded Sally Ride Science. The purpose of this nonprofit organization was to expose kids to science and encourage them to learn all they can.
Can you go into depth as to what the purpose of Sally Ride Science is?
Sally Ride Science is a nonprofit organization founded in 2001, run by University of California, San Diego. My team of Tam O'Shaughnessy, Karen Flammer, Terry McEntee, and Alan Lopes worked together to create a program for kids to enhance their STEM literacy. Our hope is for kids to not only learn the science we are teaching, but to be able to apply it to the real world and to their future jobs, wherever they may be.
What message would you give to girls who are hesitant about pursuing a science career?
Whether it is astronomy, physics, or another science. Do not be afraid to pursue your passion, and don't let men tell you that it is a man's job. I once said, if we want scientists and engineers in the future, we should be cultivating the girls as much as the boys. I didn't succumb to the stereotype that science wasn't for girls.
Sally Kristen Ride was born May 26, 1951 in Los Angeles and died July 23, 2012, at the age of 61 due to pancreatic cancer. She was a physicist and astronaut. Joining NASA in 1978, she became the first American woman to go into space at the age of 32 in 1983. This would make her the youngest person to go to space. After her time in space, Sally Ride became a physics professor at Stanford and then the University of California, San Diego. At UCSD, she co-founded a nonprofit organization called Sally Ride Science. This organization is for young kids, especially girls, to learn about various subjects. Sally Ride was very passionate about influencing the younger generation and hoped to be an inspiration to them.
What's an astronaut's favorite place on a computer?
Where?
The space bar. Where would an astronaut park his spaceship?
Where?
A parking meter. What time do astronauts eat?
I don't know what time.
At launch time. What was the first animal in space?
I don't know.
The cow that jumped over the moon. That wasn't even funny.